No DNA at any crime scene. No latent fingerprints left on a single explosive device. No security footage, no reliable eyewitnesses, and zero informants. For 17 years, one of the most intensive manhunts in American history, turned up absolutely nothing physical to work with. What finally broke the case wasn't a breakthrough in a traditional lab. It was a pattern of commas, a collection of outdated academic terms, and a single inverted proverb. This is a story about forensic linguistics, the science of treating a person's unique writing style as physical evidence. An individual fingerprint made of syntax instead of skin. Across the desk, every object whispers absence. Typewriter ribbons changed, pages handled with gloves, even staples removed. Investigators learned to read what wasn't there and to listen for a different kind of trace, the cadence of language. For nearly 2 decades, investigators worked tirelessly from the wreckage of recovered devices. But the bomber was meticulously careful. Metallic components were sanded down to remove manufacturing marks. Exterior surfaces were chemically scrubbed. The physical evidence that solves 99% of regular cases was entirely absent. What investigators did have, eventually, was words. In 1995, the anonymous bomber sent a massive 35,000-word manifesto to major newspapers, demanding publication under the threat of another bombing. The FBI faced a choice: bury it or print it. They printed it, and that document instantly became the richest piece of evidence in the entire investigation, not because of the political arguments it made, but because of the unconscious habits of the person who typed it. Editors and analysts traced margins and underlines, noting how paragraphs were built, how lists were punctuated, how transitions stacked. The manifesto's voice revealed preferences, monospace, strict structure, stubborn phrasing, that together formed a map of the author's habits. Forensic linguistics rests on a premise that feels almost too simple to be true. Everyone possesses a unique linguistic profile. Not their physical handwriting, but their subconscious stylistic habits. The structural formats they default to. Their specific patterns of punctuation, spelling, and sentence length. This highly specialized field is called stylometry. Its most powerful insight is counterintuitive. The words that truly identify an anonymous writer aren't the unique, topic-specific vocabulary. It's the invisible, automatic filler words, the conjunctions and prepositions. A writer can easily alter their main vocabulary to disguise their identity, but they almost never consciously keep track of how often they write consequently versus therefore. Counts became contours. Commas, periods, and tiny function words arranged into ridges of probability. The picture wasn't about meaning at all, it was about rhythm, spacing, and the small choices writers make without thinking. When the manifesto was published, it caught the attention of a man named Ted Kaczynski. At his wife's urging, he read the text and felt an immediate, chilling sense of familiarity. The rhythm of the prose matched old letters written by his estranged brother, Ted Kaczynski. But a vague feeling wasn't enough for the FBI. Enter FBI profiler James R. Fitzgerald, who began a meticulous structural analysis. Fitzgerald found specific linguistic anomalies that acted like a genetic match. Ted Kaczynski didn't write, "have your cake and eat it too." He used the archaic, technically correct 1950s variant, "eat your cake and have it too." He consistently spelled analyse and license with British variations. He utilized highly specific academic phrases from mid-century formatting manuals. The odds of 2 separate people sharing this exact combination of rare linguistic quirks were statistically impossible. Each comparison narrowed the field. Rare spellings, reversed proverbs, and academic turns converged. Statistic by statistic, coincidence fell away until the profile aligned with a single writer whose habits matched at every measurable point. Linguistic analysis provided the missing link. The detailed comparative profile built by Fitzgerald was so compelling that it became the primary foundation used to secure a federal search warrant for a remote cabin in Montana. When federal agents finally breached the cabin of Ted Kaczynski, the linguistics were vindicated. Inside, they discovered the ultimate corroboration: the original typewriter used to compose the manifesto, along with handwritten journals containing identical phrasing habits spanning decades. The behavioral fingerprint had led them straight to the physical one. Today, this case stands as the definitive landmark for forensic linguistics. It proved to the legal system that authorship itself could be measured, weighed, and entered into a court of law as valid forensic evidence. Modern law enforcement now uses advanced computational stylometry to scan vast bodies of text, unmasking anonymous online threats, detecting complex plagiarism, and solving historical mysteries. Because even when a criminal successfully erases every physical trace from a crime scene, they can never fully erase the shape of their own voice. Forensic linguistics doesn't care what a suspect is trying to say. It reads exactly how they can't help but say it. Room of proof, where words leave fingerprints and truth leaves echoes.